Hi, hello, very good morning, guys. Happens to be a pleasant day. So, before getting into the session, let me just quickly cross check whether I'm actually into live or not. Yeah, just kindly hold on for a minute. Yeah, so I'm actually into live. So, once again, hello, everyone. Welcome to the session of cracking all the management exams with Unacademy. A very, very pleasant good morning to everybody, right? So, I hope a lot of people would have seen my previous video, yesterday's video, where we have seen the topic called inequalities in logical reasoning and how to sort out all sort of basic to medium level questions with respect to the inequalities mathematical relations, right? So before getting on to the session, let me first talk about the important aspect of subscription. If you really like my session and if you really want to be the part of subscription plus, kindly don't forget to take one where you'll be getting unlimited live class access, and also the classes and the courses will also be recorded. So definitely you'll be having a sort of, you know, all the structured recorded courses where you can rewatch it and relearn it n number of times, right? So this is actually more beneficial from your side. So kindly, before going into that, let me first quickly introduce about myself. So my name is Kabilan and I'm a mechanical engineer, and I hold 3 years of teaching experience. I've been enrolled in various institutes across Chennai based, and also I'm also every year attender of CAT exam, and I also create, converted various Indian Institute of Managements, right? So this is all about the quick introduction about myself. And coming back to the subscription part, right? So what you will exactly get, you'll be getting the daily live classes and absolutely the structured course. What does it mean? Structured course in the sense the course which will be provided for you will be in line with your exam preparation, with your exam syllabus. Okay, so the more important aspect of preparational point is that you need to be very clear in what you read, what you really need to acquire. You should not read or complete the topics which are quite irrelevant from your preparational point of view. So the structured course will be exactly, in line with your exam syllabus, and absolutely you'll be having daily tests and quizzes where you can attend it and check where you stand out of the masses, and you can, the proper evaluation and the analysis will also be made. So definitely this will provide you a good scope to increase your performance in the test and quizzes. And as I told you before, unlimited access, right? So you can watch and relearn the concepts, topics, and videos n number of times. So there is no particular limit when you get the subscription part, right? So here we have the top educators from Unacademy who are expertise in their own field, and the live classes you see, this is how exactly it will be. And the classes will be scheduled previously in advance, and each faculty or expertise in their own field to whom you have a personal rapport or connection with, definitely you can take it up and you can learn from your home space, right? So the batches are also starting soon, and most importantly you'll be having very limited number of students in the batch. So definitely we'll make sure you get a personal attention, right? So that is also important. And coming back to the subscription tariff, the tariff details, if you really want to see, just by availing a promo code of KABI10, you can exactly get a 10% off. You can get a 10% off. So that if you really want me to recommend what package which you can, which package which you can take up, I would strongly recommend you to either go for at least 1 year or a 2 year pack. Why? Because let's say, for example, if you're starting from the scratch, definitely you need to have a sound knowledge about the basics first, and then the medium level, and then the tougher level, and then comes the mock test and analysis, right? So this should be the process of improvement. You cannot simply skip the first two steps and go for the third step. That is quite a bit impossible, and it will create a lot of chaos in your preparation. So definitely go for at least 1 month or 1 year or 2 year pack, literally, in which you can save money. And definitely for 1 year it will be the actual price is around 17,500, but availing a 10% off by using my promo code of KABI10, you can literally save some 7,750 rupees if you're opting for 1 year course, and the final price, it will be around 15,750. And if you go for 2 years, just by availing my same code, again a 10% off, you can literally save some 2,100 rupees from actual price of 21,000, and the final price will be around 18,900. Okay, excuse me. So this is what the exact package details. I think, if you really take a 1 year or a two-year pack, that is, you can literally save some 58% or 75% discount. Yeah, so it will be sort of more beneficial for you. So I kindly recommend you to consider this actually. And as I told you before, coming back to the inequalities part, definitely we need to know that in the previous class, which we have seen, the last class, we have seen all sort of basic questions. We need to know the sound knowledge in the equalities. So definitely it is required. So this is my very first question in the lecture 2 of inequalities. So what we really need to know in this one here, no? So listen very carefully. The first question says that, first let me read out the description very carefully. Okay. So what it has been given, based on the given data, answer the following questions. So that set of data are given here. Yeah. So these are the set of data provided for you. We need to completely go through these data and try to form one equation out of that, right? So now listen carefully. The first statement, it tells that $Q means P is not smaller than Q. So listen very carefully. This dollar, it exactly corresponds, it is not smaller than. So if that is the case, then I can simply say that dollar corresponds what actually? Dollar corresponds P. If it is not smaller than, then definitely it should be greater than or equal to. These are only two ways possible. So absolutely dollar corresponds to greater than or equal to. Very simple, right? And the second one, you go P at Q means P is neither smaller than nor equal to. So at here exactly corresponds neither smaller than nor equal to. So if that is the case, then I can simply say that at simply corresponds to P is, if it is neither small nor equal, then it should be definitely greater than. Okay. So here, at, it is actually at, okay, at exactly corresponds to greater than. So kindly have these things in mind, very, very important. So dollar corresponds to greater than or equal to, at corresponds to greater than, and hashtag, if you see hashtag, that is P is neither greater than nor equal to. So listen carefully. If they say hashtag corresponds to neither greater than nor equal to, so what it will be the case now? Then hashtag, it literally corresponds to P. If it is neither smaller, if it is neither greater nor equal to, means definitely it's going to be smaller. So P is smaller than, that's it. So here hashtag corresponds to P smaller than Q. And the next statement, you see P and Q means P is neither smaller than nor greater than. So definitely, and it corresponds to P equal to Q. So if it is not smaller and if it is not greater, then only one option left out here is equal to. Okay. The next is Asterisk, if you see, that exactly corresponds to P is not greater than Q. So if it is asterisk corresponds to not greater than. So if it is not greater than, then definitely it's going to be P lesser than or equal to Q. That's it. So now listen very carefully, guys. Just by, see, the statement here, which means here, is not directly given. Everything is being given in opposite terms. That is not smaller than, neither small nor equal, not greater than. So if that is the case, we need to go for the other side. Okay, the direct statement is not given for the respective symbols which I have given for you. So we need to go for the other side. That is, if they say not greater than, then it has to be lesser than or equal to. Okay, we need to understand in that way, right? So now eventually we have got the exact meanings for all the given 5 symbols, I guess so. Yeah. So if you're really clear with this, then we can straightly take up to the first question. That is, which of the given symbols can be placed in blank spaces respectively in the same order from left to right, such that all the 3 expressions, that is $F, T hashtag B, and E at T, definitely holds true. That's your question. So guys, what you really need to do here, first of all, I need to know which exact option I need to pick it up from the given options here. Okay, from the 5 given options, I need to pick it up any one option which exactly corresponds the right option to be fitted in this given statement. Okay, so first of all, how to do that, listen very carefully. Let me first decode this. If they say $V dollar corresponds to what actually? First of all, you need to remember dollar corresponds to greater than or equal to, right? And then at corresponds to greater than, and then and corresponds to equal to, and then hashtag corresponds to lesser than, asterisk corresponds to lesser than or equal to. Okay, so these things we need to really keep in mind. So now if you see $F, it is $F is nothing but, it is V dollar means what, greater than or equal to F. Like in the same way, if they say T hashtag V, T hashtag V is nothing but, hashtag means what, it's gonna be no lesser than, so it's gonna be T lesser than V. And the third one, it is E at means at, it corresponds to greater than. So E at T means E greater than. That's it. So guys, listen very carefully. We have exactly got the meanings of all the 3 things actually. So now what you need to really do here, no, you need to find the required symbols here, so that should definitely hold true. Okay, so what we can exactly do, I'll give you a matter of 1 minute. Come on, I'm just looking for the right answer, right option from you guys. Let's see who can tell me the right option for the first question quickly. Yes. So I've given you the exact, the meaning of the given statements here. You need to simply imply the, given options and cross check which option absolutely suits for the given statement after the question. That's what you need to do, right? So guys, let's try to do this. Yeah. Now listen very carefully. I'll just first cross check with the very first option which I have given you, right? So what is the first option you see? That is, if I try to substitute with the given first option, I'll be getting H. What dollar corresponds here? Dollar corresponds for greater than or equal to T. And then this one is hashtag corresponds to less than, right? Lesser than F, and then F, the third option, and corresponds to equal to E, and then the fourth option asterisk corresponds to less than or equal to F, not less than or equal to F, less than or equal to B. So guys, now listen very carefully. These are all the given statements here, and this is what the first option that we got, right? First option we got. We need to simply see whether the first option what we got from the first option, whether it is actually holds true or not. So now listen carefully. They say H greater than or equal to D. So what we can do exactly here, from this given tree, I can able to form one simple statement as, let me just first start with E actually, or T. Okay, so listen, T lesser than E, E or T, he happens to be the connective word, right? So let me just start with E here. Okay, so it's gonna be E greater than T, T lesser than V, V greater than or equal to F. So this is what we got. Yes. So now if you see here, T lesser than V they said, and if T is here, V is here, absolutely you see T is lesser than V, definitely holds true, right? And then the next thing is what? E greater than T. So E is here, T is here, absolutely you see E is again greater than T, holds true. And then the third one, see, V greater than or equal to F. So V is here, F is here. If you try to see between V and F, absolutely all three statements are definitely holds true if I try to go with the first option. Better not stop with this. You need to quickly go and see whether the second option is also holds true for all the three statements given here, right? So what we can do, let's quickly go for the second option now, right? So what does it mean? Take the second option and imply. The second option is going to be H. Hashtag means what? Lesser than, right? Hashtag means lesser than, so it's going to be H lesser than T lesser than F, right? And then asterisk means it's going to be lesser than or equal to, is lesser than or equal to E, and then and means it's going to be equal to. That's it, very simple guys. So listen carefully. Again we need to cross check whether the given statements, that is V greater than or equal to F, T lesser than V, and then E greater than T, or it all three statements satisfies in the given second option. So if you see here, first let's see whether V greater than or F is satisfies. V is here, F is here, absolutely V is greater than or equal to F, satisfies. And T lesser than V, you see T is here, V is here. So absolutely T is lesser than V. Again, the second statement also satisfies here. Third one, you see, E greater than T. E is here, T is here. So absolutely E is greater than T. Again, all the three statements holds true in the second option also. Right? In the second option also. Now, what I really want you to do now, better not take the third option and cross check whether that holds true or false. Why? Because out of 5 options, if you try to see, this holds true and this holds true. So what will be the possible option then for the first question? It's going to be either 1 or 2 or 3, right? Because you cannot pick, any one from these three, that is 3 or 4 or 5. Definitely, definitely this will also be true. It is really, very much understood that the third option will also be true. If all 3 or 2, then I can 100% say that either 1 or 2 or 3 is true. I hope you guys would have got the basic nuances for the first question actually. So what we need to really do, see guys, definitely it is time consuming only, but in order to take, save a lot of time during the practices, you should not see every time which symbol corresponds to what meaning. You should not see that. You should have that in mind, and then quickly you need to execute whether this first option is right. Okay. Second option is right. Whether it holds true. Right. And then definitely you should not find third option. It is really, very much understood that third option will also be true, and ultimately option 4 will be the right answer, right? So what's going to be the right answer for the first question here? It's going to be option 4, that is either 1 or 2 or 3 or true. Okay, so this is the absolute right answer for the very question of this session. So if you're really clear with this, let me just quickly go for the second question, and let's see who can tell me the right answer for the second question. See guys, the previous session of inequalities that we did yesterday, I just did some basic questions there, but in this session I'm really taking up to the next level of inequalities where the solution part is easy, but it will be sort of like time consuming. So we need to have a proper strategy to break all the time consuming factors. Okay, so let's get on to the second question and see whether we can able to get the answer for this quickly. Yes. Come on guys, what is the right answer for this question actually? So if I want to take up the second question, listen very carefully. That is, which of given symbols can be placed in blank respectively in the same order from left to right such that all the expression that is M at B. First of all, we need to know what at corresponds to. If you see here, if you really forgot the symbols, kindly I'll give you a glance. Just quickly go and remember. At corresponds to greater than, and then dollar corresponds to greater than or equal to, and then asterisk corresponds to lesser than or equal to, hashtag corresponds to lesser than, and at and corresponds to equal to, right? So if you see, at it corresponds to greater than, right? So it's gonna be M at W is M greater than W. So now listen carefully, such that all the expression M and W is true, definitely true, and either W and N, which means what? W equal to N, and hashtag means W lesser than N. Okay. So this should be something like what? This should be, if you try to compare, combine these two, you'll be getting W less than or equal to N. So the two statements which you need to absolutely get here is M greater than W and W less than or equal to N. This should be the definite true statements which you need to get out of the given options which you have. Okay, so now listen carefully. If I try to quickly form a a statement out of the first option, I'll be getting N and corresponds to what? Actually equal to B, and then greater than or equal to W, greater than H, and then less than or equal to M. So this is what the first statement which I have got, and let's see whether it satisfies the above given statements here. Okay, so let's see whether this works out. Now listen, M greater than W. So M is here, W is here. You have two opposite symbols, so definitely it doesn't satisfy. So the first option gets ruled out. Okay, so M greater than W itself, it doesn't satisfy. So the first option gets ruled out. Second option, you quickly see what you'll get exactly the statement here. It's gonna be N and corresponds to what? Equal to B, equal to W, less than or equal to H, and then hashtag means less than, right? It's gonna be less than H, and asterisk means less than or equal to, right? So less than or equal to M. So this is what the second statement which I have got from the second option. And let's see whether M is greater than W. M is here, W is here. Absolutely M is greater than or W. So first statement it satisfies. And let's see whether it's W less than or equal to N. W is here, N is here. W is not less than or equal to N. So the second option is also getting ruled out. Okay. Second option is also getting ruled out. And let's quickly go for the third option. Let's see whether that gets satisfied or not. The third option, it is what? N dollar means what? Greater than or equal to B, greater than or equal to W, less than or equal to H, less than or equal to M. Right? So from this, M is not greater than W. M is greater than or equal to here. So again, this, the third option is also getting ruled out. Right? So the third option, it is getting ruled out. Fourth option, let's see, let's try to form the statement here for the fourth option. This is for the fourth option, that is N greater than or equal to B, equal to W, less than or equal to H, and then equal to M. So from this, if you see, M, it is not greater than or equal to W again. So the fourth option also gets ruled out. And the fifth option, if you see, definitely this has to be the right answer then. Let's see whether this actually is true or not. So N and means equal to B, greater than or equal to W, lesser than H, and then less than or equal to M, right? So from this, I can definitely say M is greater than W, right? The first option, it gets satisfied. And then the second thing, whether W is less than or equal to N. W is here, N is here. Absolutely, W is less than or equal to N. So from this, I can absolutely say that the fifth option, that is what actually I got. N equal to B, greater than or equal to W, less than H, less than or equal to M. It absolutely satisfies the given two statements, and the fifth option holds to be the right answer for the second question. Okay, I hope it is clear for everybody. See, nothing to complicate here. What you really need to do is try to do it as much faster as you can. Why? Because this is all literal time consuming questions. So we need to do it as much as faster as we can. Okay. None of any, complicated calculations or formulas, nothing is involved here. Only thing is you need to be like a computer. You need to compute very faster. That's really important to crack these sort of questions. And quickly, let's go for the third one. Let's see who can tell me the right answer for the third question actually. Yeah. What could be the right answer for the third question, guys? If you see this, what symbol will come in between K and N such that all the given expressions, that is, you have these many expressions, are definitely false? Or definitely false. First of all, let me just get on with this exact expressions. What is that actually? It is or at K means or greater than K, and then K greater than or equal to N, and then K less than or equal to R. The last one is M greater than or equal to N. That's it. Okay. So these all four expressions, they need all definitely false. So what is that symbol which I should insert here? That's your question. First of all, let me just put with the respective symbols here. M greater than or equal to K, and this thing I don't know what to insert, N, and less than or equal to R. This is what we have. So I need to simply see which option out of 4 I need to insert here so that it holds all the 4 statements to be definitely false. Okay. So let's quickly try to get on with this. Hashtag it corresponds what actually? Lesser than. Let's see whether I put lesser than here, whether it is true or false. It should definitely hold false, right? R greater than K. So R greater than K, it holds true. So option 1 is ruled out. Did you get it? And if you go for the next one, that is dollar. If you try to put the second option, that is dollar here, dollar stands for greater than or equal to. So now see, R greater than K. R greater than K is true, false actually. Okay. The next one, K greater than or equal to N. Yes, K greater than or equal to N. It becomes true, but it should hold false actually. So the second option is also false. And the third one, what is that? They have given you. The third one, you see, it is actually asterisk. Asterisk is corresponds to less than or equal to. So let's see. R is greater than or equal to K, but yeah, it holds false. Then it is acceptable. The next one, K greater than or equal to N, but here it is not okay, it is also acceptable. And then third one, K less than or equal to R. Yes, absolutely, it holds true. K less than or equal to R, it holds true, but it should hold false actually. The third option is also getting ruled out. Okay, and let's simply do the fourth option. At corresponds to what actually? At corresponds to greater than. So it's going to be what? R greater than K. Okay, it falls. Okay, next K greater than N. Yes, it holds false. True. It holds false actually. The next one, K less than or equal to R. Okay, false. And then M greater than or equal to N. If you see, M greater than or equal to N, it is actually M greater than N. So every four, all the 4 statements given here, it absolutely holds false. So what could be the right answer then? Chinni. Sorry, option 4, if you see, that is at, should be the proper symbol, exact symbol which you need to insert exactly here, so that all the given 4 statements here, it absolutely holds false. Okay, nothing to complicate. Let's quickly go for the 4th question then. Quickly go for the fourth question. Quickly. Yeah. The fourth statement, if you see, let's quickly try to do this. Yeah. That is D greater than or equal to E, and then F greater than M, D greater than or equal to O, E greater than or equal to F, and then N equal to E. The statements are here and the conclusions are given. You need to see which conclusions are true. So F, it is what? At means greater than, at means greater than. So F greater than O, whether F is greater than O. So what is the bridging letter which you can take it up here? F is here, O is here. So it literally connects what? F is also. So I can literally form a statement something like F less than or equal to E, E less than D, D greater than or equal to O. So you have opposite symbols. So the given conclusion is false. And then the third, second conclusion you see, O at E, at means again greater than. So O at E, if you see, O is here, E is here, you have two opposite, false. And E at M, that is also greater than. So E, with E and M, what will be the bridging letter which you can take it up here? Yeah, with E and M, it's going to be E greater than or equal to F, F greater than M. So from this I can say that E is greater than M. So the third conclusion, it holds true. Let's go for don't stop with the third alone, go for the fourth and cross check whether it is actually true or not, right? And N at D, so that is N greater than D. So what is with N and D? The bridging letters, if you see, N is here, so it starts with what actually? N equal to E, E greater than, sorry, E is not greater than, it's going to be less than. So it's going to be E less than D. From this I can say that N is less than D, right? Did you get this? Did you get this? N is less than D. So exactly the right answer, this also holds false. So absolutely the right option for the fourth question is going to be option 3. Only the third conclusion is true. Okay. Only the third conclusion is true. That's your right answer for the fourth question. Clear? Clear, everybody? Quickly go for the fifth. Fifth of given symbol must be placed in a blank, which is between T and F. Okay, so that all the three expressions, that is, first let's try to decode the expressions here. What this one B dollar F means, it corresponds to what? See, it is not mandatory that every time you need to write what this expression corresponds and all. You just need to keep in mind itself. You can literally save money here. Sorry, save time here. Sorry. So it's going to be V greater than or equal to F. Just for your easy understanding, I'm writing it here, right? So T hashtag V means it's going to be T less than V, and then E at T means E greater than T, right? Oh, it's definitely true. So what you really need to see here, which of the given symbol must be placed exactly between T and F. Okay. So now listen very carefully. In between T and F means if you try to connect T and F, right? It is actually T less than V, V greater than or equal to F. Okay. So this is what the exact statement which you have got. So what you can do exactly here, if you try to see exactly here, in between T and F, which symbol we need to exactly place it here, right? So if that is the case, what could be the possible symbol which you can take it up here in between T and F? It's gonna be option 5, hashtag. How I'll tell you, right? In order to in order to satisfy B greater than or equal to F, then definitely this has to be something like hashtag, that is T. Hashtag, it corresponds to what actually? It corresponds to lesser than F. You get this, everybody? So V, in order to satisfy V greater, hash, dollar, it sums up to V greater than or equal to F. And in between T and F, so definitely hashtag should be the right place for the 5th question. Okay. Next question will go. That is the 6th one. In which of the following expressions A greater than R doesn't hold true? Right? A greater than R doesn't hold true. So from the given options, if you see where A is here, A is here, R is here, the bridging letter is Q. That's it. Okay, so now if you see, it is A greater than Q and then Q greater than R. So A greater than R is actually true. So the first option gets ruled out. It should not hold true. Doesn't hold true. Right. Second option, you see, A is here, R is here. So it is A greater than J, J greater than R. It also definitely holds true. So it is also ruled out. And third option, you see, A greater than R. It again holds true. So it is again ruled out. Fourth option, you see, A is here, R is here. So, if you see this, you could not find any bridging letter in between the fourth option, actually, in between A and R. So let's skip that and go for the 5th one then. A is here, R is here. So in this also, A greater than R. So again, the 5th option also holds true. So I'll be just ruling out the 5th option as well. So ultimately, if you see the 4th option, you will not get any sort of relation between A and R. So definitely this has to be the possible answer for the 6th question, so that you can say, you cannot definitely say A greater than R in the 4th option, right? So for the 6th question, option 4 is your right answer. Quickly, let's go for the 7th one then. Let's see which one is right, right option here. In which of the following expressions that does the expression O less than or equal to Z? Definitely true. So O less than or equal to Z. Guys, I just want to tell you some easy trick actually. If you see these sort of options, these sort of questions, I would suggest you go from the last option, because usually the exam question paper setters, they will try to waste your time just by going to the first, second and third, and finally the right answer will be there in the 4th or 5th. Start from the 5th so that you can save some time actually. Okay, 5th option, here it is. I'll go for this. So O less than Z. O is here, so you have opposite symbols, ruled out. 4th one, O is here, Z is here. So I can say that O is actually lesser than S, not lesser than or equal to S. Again, this gets ruled out. Third option, you see, O is here, Z is here, and in between you see only these three you have. So the exact right answer for the third question, seventh question is option D. That's it. Okay. So in this way, you can able to quickly get through this, and let's try to cross check whether other options are true or false. O is here, Z is here. You have opposite symbols, cannot be determined. And O is here, Z is here. You have opposite symbols, cannot be determined. So the exact right answer is option 3 for the seventh question. Quickly, let's go for the eighth one actually. That is statements you have, conclusions you have. You need to see which one is exactly true. Which option, right? So the conclusion you see M greater than Q for conclusion, right? So M is here, Q is here. You have opposite symbols, so it cannot be determined. False. First conclusion is false. Second conclusion is C, N less than or equal to R. N is here, R is here. Again, you have opposite symbols. This is also false. Clear, everybody? So the exact right answer for the eighth question is option D. Neither 1 nor 2 is true. That's the right answer for the eighth question. Okay. This are all like simply 5-second questions. You need to crack this and quickly go for the next. Okay. The next question will go. That is, let's see which option definitely holds true here. Right. First conclusion is G greater than Y. So G is here. And then Y is here. And if you try to form the bridging letter is T. So I can say that G greater than T and T less than or equal to Y less than or equal. Yeah. So you have opposite symbols you cannot determine. False. And the next thing, A less than Q. A is here. Q is here. The bridging letter is T. So from this I can say that A less than T and T less than Q. The second conclusion is true. Third conclusion, if you see, S equal to R. S is not equal to R. S is greater than R. False. And A less than Q. So if you see here, A is less than T. Okay, I think you have two options actually. Maybe a sort of printing mistake. This one, these both are same actually. Okay. A less than Q is definitely, it holds true, right? Clear? Maybe that's sort of a printing mistake. So kindly ignore it. So what could be the possible answer then? No, it's actually both same only. So I can literally go for the fourth option. That is only 1 and 4 are true, right? So in this way also they'll be testing you. They'll be giving the same conclusion and then they'll be giving the fourth option. You should not confuse it whether it is option 2 or option conclusion 2 or conclusion 4. Both are ultimately same. Then you should go for option 4. That is only 2 and 4 are true. Okay. Quickly, let's go for the next actually. In which of the given expressions does the expression F greater than N and R greater than M are definitely true? That's your question. So listen very carefully. In which of the given expressions does the expression F less than N and R greater than M definitely true? So if you go for the first option, whether F is lesser than N, F is here, and N is here. If you try the bridging letter will be possibly what actually? With F you have P and L. L is again here as well, right? So I can take this, the bridging letter to be L. So from this I can say F less than or equal to L, L greater than N. So it is, you cannot determine. First option gets ruled out. Second option you see, for F and L, it's going to be F greater than or equal to L and L lesser than N. So again the second option gets ruled out. And third option if you see, F lesser than or equal to L, L lesser than N. But in the statement they have given you L lesser than N. So F, see if you try to take it from here, F lesser than or equal to L and L lesser than N. So it definitely holds true. From this I can say that F is less than N. It is true. Go and cross check this also. R greater than M. So R is here, M is here. So in between L, so R greater than N, N greater than or equal to M. So I can say that, see here, second thing actually, R greater than N, N greater than or equal to M. From this I can say that R is greater than M. So undoubtedly option C should be the right answer for this question. Okay. Do you get this, everybody? Yeah. For the question here, undoubtedly it's going to be option C, where it satisfies both R less than N and R greater, less than N and R greater than M. Okay. Clear, everybody? Yeah. If you're clear with this, quickly let's go for the next one. In which of the given expressions does the expression N greater than Q and L greater than P definitely hold true? I'll start with the option E. Okay. Let's see whether I can find it easily. So the first thing is N greater than Q. N is here, Q is here. N is not greater than Q, N is greater than or equal to Q. So it definitely falls. And here option D, if you see, N is here, Q is here. It starts with less than, so it definitely falls. And N is here, Q is here. From this I can say N is greater than Q. Okay, the first statement it satisfies. Next go for second statement, that is L greater than P. L is here, P is here. From this I can absolutely say that L is again greater than P. So the right option for this question is option C again for this question. Okay, so in this exact statement, the expressions N greater than Q and L greater than P, it definitely holds true. Okay, very important. Okay, literally you need to be time saving. Try to do as much faster as you can. Quickly. Tell me what will be the right answer for this actually. I think possibly this could be the, yeah, we have one more question. Quickly, yeah. So in which of the following expressions, that is R less than S less than or equal to M would hold definitely false. Okay, which hold definitely false. So if you see this, let's go for again from the option E. So R, it should be R lesser than S, right? But if you see here, R lesser than S, R lesser than S, it definitely holds true. So it's going to be ruled out. And R lesser than S, if you see, again R lesser than S, in this case also it is true. False. It gets ruled out. It should hold definitely false, not true actually. Understand the question properly, okay? And here if you see, R is here, S is here, R is lesser than S. Again it holds true. False. And R is here, S is here, R lesser than S. Again it holds true. False. So R is here, S is here. Again R is lesser than S. So everything gets true. Everything gets true. But what you need to do, if you are getting everything true from here, what you need to do, again go with S greater than, less than or equal to M. Check whether that is true or false. So here S less than or equal to M, it holds true, again gets ruled out. If you see here, S less than or equal to M holds true, ruled out. S less than or equal to M holds true, ruled out. And then S less than or equal to M. But if you see here the fourth option, it is not S less than or equal to M, it holds S less than M. So possibly this could be the right answer. The right answer is option D. So if you are satisfied with R less than S, don't stop with that. Go for S less than or equal to M, whether it definitely holds false or not. Try to cross check it. Okay. If I do so, in option D, in option E also you see, S is actually less than or equal to M only, right? So it is actually, ruled out. So only option which you can take it from this question is option D, that is, S. It shows that S is less than M, not less than or equal to M. So it definitely holds false. Okay. Quickly, let's go for the next question. Which of the following expression, that is P less than or equal to M, hold definitely true? That's the question. So now listen carefully. That is P is here, M is here. So P is less than or equal to M, they said. But here P is less than M, false. It should hold definitely true. And if you see here, P is here, M is here. So it is P less than or P less than M, it shows false. And P is here, M is here. So from this I can say that P definitely holds less than or equal to M. So the right answer is option C. And if you try to cross check D and E as well, P is here, M is here. P is actually, less than M. So false. And if you see here, again P is less than M, false. So only possible right answer is option C. Okay. So possibly, yes, we have come to the conclusion part of today's session, right? So I hope this session is absolutely helpful for all the people who are starting to prepare your, examinations from the basics. I hold this topic from inequalities, which is under logical reasoning, is really helpful for you guys. If you really like my session, kindly don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel CAT4MBA. And if you're really interested in my teaching, kindly take my subscription by availing a promo code of KABI10, where you'll get an absolute 10% off, and you can literally get beneficial. Okay, so signing off with this. Hopefully in the next session, let's try to see it in one more beautiful session.